Welcome to today's lesson. We're going to do a video lesson from Unit 2. Just to run through the lesson very quickly, we're going to talk about what we think we will see. We're going to watch and check and collect some vocabulary. Watch and listen for information. Watch, listen and then read to check the information and collect more vocabulary. I'll take your vocabulary questions. We'll have a discussion and then feedback looking at some language. So first of all then, on page 30 you'll see the picture there. So my first question then is, what do you think the man in the photo is doing?
He's laughing. In some picture he laughed, but I don't understand what he had in his hand.
Yeah, tissue.
He's like,
What was that?
A tissue.
A tissue? Why has he got a tissue in his hand, do you think?
I don't know.
What do people usually do when they have a tissue?
Maybe
to sneeze.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
What was that? Sorry, Barbara?
Sneeze.
Sneezing.
Sneezing.
Yeah. Okay. When do you think the photo was taken then?
I think before the war, like 1925, 1930.
Yes, more or less.
Okay, so kind of
this year. I don't know. I'm not sure.
maybe
Early 19th, in the early years, maybe.
early 1900s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a long time ago. And why do you think the photo then is made up of several images?
Because if you put together many photographs, you can make a film passing them very quickly. I'm not sure.
A cortometrage.
Huh?
A
Short film.
Short.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and if you read at the top of page 30, just next to the title there, inventors realised they could create the illusion of motion then by presenting a quick succession of pictures. Is there any new vocabulary there in that first little paragraph?
No.
Okay. So, but Barbara, yeah, well done. Guessed correctly there. Okay. So we're going to watch a video about the history of film, and for this you'll need a page in your notebook. Do a little bit of writing. And you take the page like this. Okay, and we're going to divide it into roughly 3. So you've kind of got left-hand side, predict. This is what you think you will see. In the middle, vocab or vocabulary. And then on the right, notes. Okay, everybody got that? We're just going to wipe this off, is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, 20 seconds with your partner. Okay. What 5 or 6 things do you think you will see in the video about history of film? Okay.
I don't understand why he's laughing.
Picture from the video, I think. Yes. So maybe we will see.
I don't know.
Okay, and you can stop there. That's fine. So, Lana and Minako, what have you got?
The movie without sound.
Okay, movie without sound. What's the... Usually, I would say a phrase with 2 words for a movie without...
Soundtrack.
No. Soundless.
That's with sound, probably.
Soundless.
Okay.
Speechless. Speech.
Yes.
Silent.
Movie. It's easy.
Silent movie. Okay. No, thank you for your suggestion. Okay, Miniko, have you got anything else? That's
And next, with sound, and next, color is different. At first, white and black, just white and black, but
other way around, black and white.
black and white.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put colour up there as well, and I'm going to move on. Thank you for your suggestion. Okay, next two, have you got an item that we can add to the board?
We think that maybe we will see a funny sketch with just one man, or a few characters, not so many characters.
Funny sketch. What's kind of the name of a TV show or a movie that's funny?
Comedy.
Comedy.
Okay, I'll put comedy sketch. Okay. Thank you very much. Next, Pao, what have you got? Anything
The
to add to
same
the
things. I thought that he will sneeze and then he laugh. Then it's a funny sketch.
Okay, well, this guy here.
Yeah.
So you think you're going to see this man? The
Yeah.
sneezing man?
Yeah.
I'll put
Maybe not
I don't
alone.
know, but
sneezing
can
man.
be.
Okay, thank you. Right, what have you got? Something to add to the board?
Maybe we will see the gadgets or machines like video cameras use it for make the film.
Or light lamps.
What was that, sorry?
Light lamps for make the same with more light. I don't know.
I'll put up lighting lamps maybe for general lamps. Okay, anything else that you can add to that list? Any others? Okay, right. So you can all note these down in your predict list, so you have the same. Okay, in the left-hand side predict list, we're going to listen, and if you see those things, you can check them off and give them a number. So, for example, if you see sneezing man first, just put number 1. Okay. The second thing you see, maybe, I don't know, silent movie, you could have a number 2. Okay. And then if you do not see it, there's no number. So this is the first thing you're going to do. Also, in the vocabulary column, if there's any things that you see when you watch, maybe write down 5 things that you see also. So you have the checking to see if you see this, and 5 other things that you see. Okay? Okay, ready to watch? Here we go, and 3, 2, 1. Okay. 30 seconds to a minute then, when you finish writing. If you check with your partner, what did you see first, second, third, fourth and so on? And do you have the same vocabulary? Did you write down the same extra vocabulary, or is it different?
Black and white. At the end, also.
Maybe I didn't see.
Just a quick check then. With these things, which one did you see first? Okay. And there are probably a few of those throughout the beginning as well. Second?
Black and white movie.
Okay. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3?
Video camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite an early one, yeah. And later on as well, I think.
Sneezing Man.
Sneezing Man was in there.
Yeah.
As a movie?
As a picture.
As a picture,
Yeah.
it was in there,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And funny sketch.
funny sketch.
And then color,
Okay.
lighting.
Lighting, no. We didn't see. We haven't seen lighting lamps.
There was. I had one question just now. What do you call it? In fact,
Movie set.
movie set. What was your question again?
Who do you call when there is a space that is the actor and they are recording, but I don't know the place where
The stage? No.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about either a movie set, or
yes.
You can also have like a sound stage, which may be indoors, and you could kind of record a lot of the sound, but it's a movie set. I heard somebody, in fact I saw somebody write down, can I wipe the top?
Yes. Yes.
Good piece of vocabulary. They said they saw people, or I guess you could say video or maybe film, in colour and in black and white. So you can talk about a movie being in colour, in black and white. Somebody was talking about at the end they saw actual pictures of nature. I think some of you,
A documentary?
yeah.
The stress.
Yeah, probably say something like documentary. With the stress there, so you've kind of got documentary.
Documentary.
Sorry, that should be, it looks like Terry. It's in fact one syllable. So documentary, everybody.
Documentary.
Documentary. Okay, super. Any other questions? Let's move on to the next bit. Now, you'll see in your books, question number 4. We're going to watch the first part of the video. Question number 4. First part of the video again. And you have more kind of specific events in the video. 4A, the projector was developed. B, people watch films in arcades. Okay, if you have a quick read through those 6 events.
For over a century, film has captured the imagination of audiences all over the world. Motion pictures have allowed us to explore the unknown, bring histories to life, and allowed generations. Film has taken us to new places and allowed us to see the world in
Okay, that's the first part of the video. I stopped a little bit late. Okay. So with your partner, 30-second check. With your group. Have you got the same order?
Yes.
The first moment, me too, but the first is the one you start to listen when you start the second is the people watch film.
Did you get the same as your partner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get the same? You sure? Same? Yeah. We can. We could, before going on to the next section, we could maybe check that section and read the subtitles before we carry on. Yeah. Okay. So, question number 4 again, then, just to kind of double check your answers. Give me a second.
For over a century, film has captured the imagination of audiences all over the world. Motion pictures have allowed us with a new American aristocracy, a tradition that continues with Hollywood blockbusters and film stars of today.
Okay. Quick 20 seconds then, just to double check. Okay, so the first one was,
Edison and Dixon invented the kind
okay, F.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 2,
B.
B.
okay, lovely. Number 3,
A.
4,
D.
D, 5,
C,
6,
E.
lovely. Now, I forgot to ask you to note down maybe any new vocabulary that you read. We can watch again later. Was there anything that you saw that you remembered or wrote down that you'd like to ask about that was new? No? Okay. So, we're going to carry on from this section. In just a moment, we're going to look at question number 5 then from the book. Here is a little bit more noting then. If you just read through the 4 questions in section number 5, just to double check what you need to do. Okay, ready, steady, go.
Continues with Hollywood blockbusters and film stars of today. A tremendous impact.
Okay. When you finish writing your notes, yeah, started with your partner again. Are your notes the same or different? You got the same notes or different notes? Okay. Would you? It looks like maybe you'd like to listen again. Yeah.
Can be nice.
So we'll listen without the subtitles. Yeah. We can do the subtitles. Maybe we'll listen once and then check with the subtitles. Okay.
Experience the past in a way inconceivable only a few generations ago. Who knew that those early flickering images would have such a tremendous impact?
Okay. Final check then. Did you see what your partner told you? Did you add any new notes to the questions?
Like high building.
We'll just do a quick check all together on the board. I think I got all of them, but there maybe is 1 or 2 that I missed because it was quite quick. But it's okay because we'll watch again and read the subtitles and it'll be a bit easier to follow. So what has film allowed us to do outside of Hollywood?
See the life in a new way.
See the world in a different way.
Okay.
A new place.
See the world in a new, and different way. Can you read my writing okay if I write quickly, I think also see the world and see, I think I heard,
New places,
new
yeah.
places, Okay. Anything to add? No? Right?
No.
Moving on, number 2. 4 events, okay, then the video show's being covered by early newsmen. Now, I only got 3 of these.
Presidential immigration.
No, inauguration.
Similar word.
Inauguration, I think.
Okay. Presidential, you ready?
Yeah, I know what
Inauguration.
What happens when a president is inaugurated?
Start
a new government.
the government.
Yeah.
Swear
I promise to
On
be
the
really
law.
good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's
an
the start.
official ceremony.
Yeah. The kind of the beginning, of their term. Okay. So that was the first one. Another one.
Exploring the Arctic.
Exploring the Arctic. Okay. third one?
The first flight by Wright brothers.
Okay, Wright brothers' first flight. See that okay over there?
Yes.
And then
Landmarks events.
that's what a general kind of landmark event. So that word landmark,
Not so.
huh?
Not so.
Maybe an important episode.
Yeah, very important, very noticeable because they're so important. Maybe another word would be notable.
Maybe
It's so
history.
important you'll write it down and report it in the newspapers, yeah. Okay. So, two unusual activities you see as examples of how documentary filmmakers have used the camera in new ways.
Distant culture.
Sorry?
Distant culture. Can be.
Distant cultures. So kind of things happening, I guess, in different cultures and going to the faraway places. Anything else?
Yes, maybe it can allow to see and make movie on activities that usually take hours or a day to happen, or in slow motion.
Yeah. So activities in very good phrase. Slow motion. That usually take hours. What was the example?
How can a seed growing up?
Seed, maybe or a plant. I'd probably just say grows. Rather, usually growing up, it is growing up, but quite often children, for example, grow up and become an adult. You could argue that the seed is the child and the plant is like the adult. Yeah, how a seed or plant grows. Okay. Anything else? One thing I got, I guess it's related to the sort of the distant cultures, is images of beauty. I think it said in impossible to reach places. Sorry, that's in inverted commas there because it's a whole phrase, impossible to reach. Or I guess it's kind of like a very hard to reach places. Okay, and then last of all, number 4. How have studio blockbusters influenced documentaries? I counted 5 things that documentaries have borrowed.
Set design.
Lovely, yeah.
We can learn about important moments in our life, past moments.
With costume.
Yeah.
Costume.
I think that's. I'll put that one there because I think, kind of with film as well, there was being able to visualise history as never before. Important moments from past. Who was that? Did I hear something? Costume.
And also computer animation.
Yes.
Okay, computer animation.
Light.
Yeah, again, I'd say light or generally lighting. Often computer animation, I don't think they said it in the movie, but you can have 3 letters that are often used to talk about computer animation. C, G, I. You know that? Computer generated images. Okay. Okay, excellent. What we do now is watch and listen and read again, and hopefully you'll see these phrases on the screen. Any questions? No? Ready?
Experience the past in a way inconceivable only a few generations ago. Who knew that those early flickering images would have such a tremendous impact?
Any questions there?
What is the meaning of unraveling?
Yeah, I wrote down this phrase, so you have. Can I wipe off the board?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody remember the phrase that what came after unraveling? Unraveling, I think it was double L. The mysteries of, and I think in this example we had ancient cultures. Unravel. I think you can unravel like a ball of string, or maybe I think a knot. So if you have kind of like a ball of string all tangled up, yeah, and when you kind of unravel it, you sort of pull it apart so it becomes the string. I may be wrong with a knot, because usually maybe I think you untie a knot. So if you imagine your mystery is this kind of this unravel tangle of maybe string, or usually hair. You know, sometimes if you've got long hair, you need to kind of really brush it hard, because the hairs kind of get stuck together and they get knotted. Yeah. So unraveling is kind of sort of make them straight and not knotted anymore. So the knot is like your mystery that you can't undo. But then, you know, with kind of history and research. Okay. What I'd like you to do is maybe take, I don't know, 20 seconds just to have a look at your notes and go over kind of all the things that you've read, maybe the vocabulary. What we're going to do after that is just to have a short discussion, first of all, with your partner about the video. So you're going to summarise the video and what you saw, what the video about the history of the film was talking about. Before you do that, just to kind of refresh your mind, a little bit of a relax, just have a look through your notes and the answers. Quick read.
How to and change.
With this new invention, became popular. Actors became also very popular.
Generally, I heard you sort of summarise the video really well. And so there's a little bit I can talk to you about that I heard. Can I wipe this off, sorry? Yeah.
Yes.
I heard somebody talking about how the video was a history of the filmmaking. In this phrase, I'd probably take out one word to make it sound a little bit more natural. Yeah. Why?
It's a general thing, so we don't need an article.
Yeah, we don't need the article to talk about like which one. So it's, yeah, filmmaking in general. Related to that was somebody said for a conclusion, it sort of summarised the video and then sort of wanted to make, I guess, a general statement at the end. You could say for a conclusion, because there's possibly several conclusions that you can make. Again, in conclusion, that sounds a little bit formal, like it comes at the end of an essay, though maybe. So you might say, do you know any other phrases that you can say to sort of make a conclusion when you're speaking?
Finally,
No, eventually.
like a result.
Finally, maybe if you're kind of making a series of points, first, second, third, fourth, finally. So maybe, but it may or may not be a conclusion. Eventually, did somebody say eventually?
Yes.
Yeah, that would sort of be after some time.
Okay.
So I kind of did this, I did that, and then
Okay.
eventually I got to school, but it took a long time. Maybe
As a result.
as a result.
No, maybe this is for no.
Okay, as
It's not like a
result
conclusion,
is a bit like saying because.
like yeah.
You could sort of have like to sum
To
up.
summarize.
Or to summarise, again, that would be a bit more formal, but to sum up, yeah. Or, you know, in short. It's like a summary of the summary, if you like. Nature is changing. That's really good. You could say, what was the other word?
Developing.
I think Leontine was searching for a word. One word that I thought of, although these are really good words, unfolding. Kind of like, I guess you get sort of how that plant unfolds or the flower unfolds and things sort of change.
Mm-hmm.
Any other suggestions? I think they're really good, unless of course you're trying to say something else.
Yeah,
But
I don't know how I can explain.
I'll have a think, and maybe we can, if you think of anything, we can share it tomorrow. Does anybody have any other questions? Okay, what I have then for you is the script for the video. To have a look through. Okay. So for homework, you can have a look at that. You can also check maybe your notes. There you go. For the answers, and if there is any more new vocabulary that you'd like to ask about, you can bring that in for tomorrow's lesson. My students today were General English, B2, level strong B2, upper intermediate, a range of nationalities, mostly European, Spanish, French, Italian, Korean and Japanese. I use video today because I think it's really motivating. You get an opportunity to use the visuals, to do listening and reading practice. Watching video is something that all the students will do in their free time. They're used to it. You may get students that possibly don't like reading so much or listening so much, but combining them together into sort of a multimedia format is authentic, and I think it's something that they can all identify with. The reason that I played the video with the sound off was because it allows the students to concentrate more on just the visuals, and there's less of a listening load. They can use the visuals to check the predictions of what they're going to watch, and schemata activate their vocabulary to get them ready for the listening activity. While students are watching the video, the challenges that they'll have are probably mostly to do with the listening. The speed of the listening. Videos tend to be natural and authentic, so there's a lot of fast connected speech which may be difficult for some of them to catch. What you can do is vary the type of response that they give for the listening comprehension questions. So we had the ordering activity where they're just reading sentences on a page and writing down a number, and then in the second activity they're providing more detailed answers with their notes. You can also use subtitles to support the listening, I think, rather than providing them with kind of an additional thing to do, the reading comprehension. I do think it supports the listening comprehension and allows them to check the answers that they've given. The aim of the final activity after watching the video was to enable the students to use some of the vocabulary that they'd come across in watching the video and the information that they had been listening to. Generally, the students did really well in the final discussion when they summarised the video. I found that there was no one big area to feed back on. So I tended to focus on the vocabulary that came up, the questions that they had about that, a couple of pronunciation areas, particularly in the area of connected speech, and one or two other items.